Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. So I was gonna pack it up here. I have to pack it up because Galaxy have the cards everywhere. Well, so I was just sitting here doing a little bit of a meditation after the last reading. Galaxy got back up here and he put his paw on my Cowgirls and Oracle decks, and there's decks everywhere here. And so this was the card that he was laying on, and that he actually put his paw on it and pushed it like that, and it fell on the floor. So I picked it up, and I wanted to share this with you. So I'm really funny about always shuffling so people can see that, because I see right through bullshit. I hate when people try to scam people, even on the internet, right? It's like, and not saying if you don't shuffle cards, you're a scammer. I'm just saying, well, when you know, you know. But anyway, and so I pulled this very interesting card, and I wanted to share it with you because it's... Nothing happens by accident. There's no coincidences. So number 33, the cyborg. I will accept my emotions, not be defined by them. Look at that. Now, when I saw the card, before I read the book, the download I got was seeing these are energetic cords, and how outside sources can attach themselves to us, which can create a sense of us feeling not grounded and not stable. How outside energies can affect our moods if we're not aware of these outside energies, right? However, the book had a different description of this, so I'm going to read that for you. But this was the download that I got about being mindful of, what's your energy, what's not your energy. We've talked about this all the time, and how people can attach themselves to you. Now she's getting ready to be in this meditative state. So let's read. I'm just going to read from the book here. The cyborg is preparing for meditation, plugging into the ship's computer and downloading data on the ancient wars these two alien species have fought. They have been fighting for centuries, but now they want peace. Only she can negotiate a solution. My hair's crazy. Equal part machine and alien, balancing logic and emotion, she makes the perfect diplomat. Yes, she does. She's beautiful. Planet by planet, she will find a way to spread peace through the galaxy. The cyborg has emerged with the most advanced tech in the star system. She is a superior being, the perfect mix of machine and alien. Well, what do you know? While the cyborg feels intense emotions, she can also step back and think objectively. She is content in her feelings without being swept away by them. Do you find yourself being taken over by emotions or trains of thought? If things are feeling a little chaotic right now, it's time to bring peace and quiet to your mind. Instead of getting robotic implants, try practicing some meditation or mindfulness. When things get overwhelming, it can make a big difference. With practice, you will be better equipped to handle the next challenge life throws at you, whether being cut off in space travel or helping aliens find peace after centuries at war. So the suggestion is to start simple meditation practices, even if it's only for a few minutes a day. And don't deny or suppress your emotions when they come up, but accept them, breathe and release them. They don't have mastery over you. And that's why I like the quote here at the bottom. It's like, I will accept my emotions, but not be defined by them. You can feel sad, but not be sad. You can feel frustrated and not be frustrated, right? Making sure that whatever emotions you have, this is why it's important to be balanced. So because when you experience life or whatever, whether they're projections or your own feelings or your emotional responses to things, that you are balanced in a way that, because this is where the energy came from me, like where you're giving your energy away to certain situations and things that depletes your energy, because I'm pulling in my downloaded message plus the book. So what was the other thing? Because I lost my train of thought. By finding out, and a lot of people say I can't sit still for 5 minutes. Well, there's something deeper there, but that's not what this video is about. Start with 1 or 2 minutes a day, and you don't have to sit in total silence. for me, it started out, I enjoy like vacuuming and doing the dishes. And so for me, I started to use that as a meditative thing. And then, of course, when I was outside, I made sure I didn't have my phone or I wasn't listening to nothing, no music or nothing, and just being present with Mother Nature and listening to Mother Nature. This is how I started my own personal walking meditations. And other ways I was able to be calm and still, experience everything around me, but to balance my emotions. It's important for this because, some decisions that are going to be coming up, it's important for you to come from a balanced point of view and not make choices out of your emotional state. Also, not being too logical. It's important to bring the two together. If you're familiar with emotional intelligence, we have, I forget the technical name all of a sudden. I don't know why it slipped on my mind because I know it like the back of my hand. But from, all in your emotions, at a heightened state like your heart space versus, your logical mind, there's a nice meeting in between the two, right? And so the decisions you make, a lot of times people say, well, I made an emotional decision. I was upset and I did this, or emotional shopping and emotional eating, things like that. When our emotions aren't balanced, we do things like that. So it can go back to addictions as well, or toxic behaviors, if you will. Because that's the message I got from seeing this right here. Now, she fought a bunch of battles. Like, she's been going from planet to planet. So she's getting the downloads from the wars. She's getting the downloads from the knowledge and it's interesting that I said it that way, getting downloads from the knowledge from the previous wars, getting ready to say from the previous planets. Because I finally just watched Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It was intense. I can't even, it makes sense though, but they were jumping universes. But she's down, they're able to tap into another timeline. Their same version, themselves, but tap into another version of themselves in another timeline and download that knowledge and abilities. Like for this, is like some major like martial arts person, and she like owned a laundromat, so she was able to tap into that version of her in another timeline, another universe or whatever, when she was this martial artist, and was able to download that information immediately, right? So you probably have these abilities or are becoming aware that you're able to tap into other timelines, other versions of yourself, other lifetimes you've had, and tap in to get that same knowledge, right? That's why it's important to bring in what the card said, or the book said, about being able to balance all your emotions and all your feelings. I know it's kind of over the place, but here we are. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy, you guys. Truly do. May you love and be loved. Heal, don't harm.